Hey everyone, how are you doing on this beautiful Friday evening here in Brisbane? One wouldn't say it is winter. It feels like spring, almost early summer here where we are at the moment. So whatever you're doing tonight, I hope you have had an absolute just before 8 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. I'm gonna come and check in with you guys. However, before we start chatting, what I might do is just save this live stream on my Facebook in my groups where all my people hang out so that they can actually be advised that I'm live and they can join us here, because that's always great to have a lot of people interacting. So if you are joining me tonight for the first time, or maybe you are watching the recording for the first time, say hi, say hello in the comment section so that I can come back and say hi to you as well. That would be really super awesome if we could do that. So I've got it in this one, and I've got two more groups that I would like to share this in. I see we've got one person with us. Please say hi, say hello, let me know who you are, because sometimes Facebook can be a little bit sneaky and it doesn't tell me who has joined. Other times it does tell me. You never know with Facebook. Let's have a look here if I can see on my computer. No, nothing yet. So please say hello so that I know who is here with me, and let me know what you're up to tonight, and then we'll get stuck into some content. All right, one more group to share this in, and that is in my marketing program group. Excellent. Okay, we've got a few more people joining us. Please say hello in the comment section. Let me know who's here with me. I love to know who I'm talking to. That would be really awesome. So you might see a bed there in the background. I don't make a habit out of live streaming in a bedroom. Hey Patricia, nice to see you. I'm glad that you're here with me live. Hope you're having an awesome night. Yes, the reason why I'm in a bedroom live streaming tonight is I'm actually in a hotel. So I'm here at the Next Hotel in Brisbane. I arrived more or less an hour ago. Geez, I can't believe the traffic on the way into the city. So I live out in the suburbs. Hey Jess, thanks for joining. And it took me like an hour to get in here, and I thought that peak hour traffic is out to the suburbs. It's just as bad coming in. It's like crazy. But I checked in here about an hour ago. I went to the executive studio rooms where I'm presenting my masterclass weekend workshop over the next 2 days. I did all my setup and it's all done. So I'm here in my room, and I thought, hang on, I want to say hello to my private practice success community members. Hey Monique, nice to see you. How was your day today? Monique says hello everyone. Yes, because I haven't live streamed for quite some time from this page. I have probably given my poor Vlogging Made Easy program participants an overdose of me live streaming and doing recorded video. So I did not share this live stream in that group. But I thought I haven't spoken to the rest of you live for quite some time, and I really wanted to do that and see how you're going. So anybody joining us, please say hi, say hello. Let me know how your week has been. Hey Mel, thanks for joining. To think, Melanie, a couple of months ago, you were here with me at the Next Hotel. That's where I am at tonight. You can see I'm here in my hotel room. Beautiful artwork. This is an absolutely beautiful boutique hotel. So if ever you come to Brisbane, you need to stay here. So the topic for tonight, I said it is, hey Lisa, thanks for joining. Monique says, had an admin catch up today, lots of proofreading reports. Okay, I hope you did that with a coffee or a tea or maybe a glass of wine, Monique, because that could get a bit boring, I don't know. Mel says, and it was awesome, so excited for all this weekend's participants. Yes, Mel, we're in exactly the same room, and I've set everything up, which is why I'm here, taking it easy, talking to you guys, and yes, it's going to be an amazing weekend. I really love it. I was speaking to my mum back in South Africa on the way in here in the car, and she said, oh, good luck. I hope you know it's not exhausting. I said, no, it's not this one, because I really love doing the masterclass weekend workshop. It's probably the most funnest program that I run. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. But let's get stuck into our topic for tonight. And the topic I have here is, what is your reality like right now? And how did I get to this? How did I get this download of what I wanted to talk to you about? And the thing is, I've actually had a pretty full-on week. When I spoke to my mum back in South Africa on the phone, driving in here for the hour, you know, she asked, how has your week been? And I said, this has probably been the busiest week I have had in the last 3 months. It was so busy, so many deadlines I had to meet, so many consults I had to do with people that's coming this weekend. So we do a pre-weekend workshop consultation. I had to do 2-hour intakes with my 90-day sprint people. So it was really full on. And my husband can't drive. He had IOP, which means all the chores and stuff is on me, getting the kids to and from school and all of that stuff. And I was complaining like a lot this week in terms of, geez, look at my diary. There's so many red appointments. So I use Google Calendar, very plain and simple diary to manage everything that I do. And whenever I have a consult or I need to do something, you know, where I have to pitch up and talk and present or consult or mentor or coach or have a meeting with my management team or my principal, I always flag it in red so that I know that, good, you have to be somewhere, even if it is at my dining room table or my home office table, sitting at the computer Skyping someone, or sitting and concentrating, being there in the moment with them and offering them value. And my whole week was full of red appointments. All right, like last night I finished up 9:45 as well as the night before. Like, that is unheard of for me. You know, normally I work only between 9:30 and 2, so it was unheard of. And you know what I realized, and I told this to my husband when I realized it, and I told it to my principal psychologist, because when I reflect on these things, they are normally the two people I share this with first. I guess you can say they're the two most important people in my life, because my husband is there, of course, for home, and my principal is there for work. And we've got very close relationships with. And I thought I'm going to share that with all of my private practice community members tonight as well. And what I said is, Gerda, I told this to myself. I said, Gerda, you have gone soft. You have gone so darn soft. You know, you are complaining about all these appointments. This is stuff that you love to do. And you know, when I do it in the moment, I love it. But I feel that pressure of all these deadlines that I had to meet, you know, manuals to get ready, all these behind the scenes stuff. And I don't have a personal assistant. I want one. I need one. I have advertised for one. But the private practice success part of my business have just, you know, grown out of proportion. I love it so much. And I guess this week I've realized that I really need help, and I need to book in those interviews for my PA to come and help me with these type of stuff, because I love what I do and I want to do more consulting, more mentoring, more coaching stuff, but I therefore need that help with the admin side of things, and you know, doing manuals, arranging printing, arranging the production of our USB sticks and our box of secrets, all that behind the scenes stuff that takes so much time. And for me, that's not my passion work. My passion work is pitching up at the dining room table, pitching up on the phone, and mentoring and coaching private practice owners. You know, I have moved from being a psychologist, a clinical psych, working in session, helping clients live the life they deserve. So mental health clients with mental health disorders and diagnoses, towards now helping my private practice success clients live the life they deserve. It's still that helping role. And it's my passion. It's why I do what I do. So I get very annoyed when I have all this paperwork stuff that I need to do. Please tell me you understand what I'm saying. By the way, this is not alcohol, this is water. Not that there's anything wrong with having a glass of wine or something on a Friday night. Let me see. Melanie says, sound crazy. Definitely need to find time for those interviews. Yes, Melanie, most definitely. I can't wait, actually. Yes, so I then had this reframe where I said, you know what, Gerda, you've gone soft, because there was a time in your life that you would see 7 clients a day, 5 days a week. You were still the principal psych of your practice, and you still had a family, and you did all of that, and you coped with all of that. You know, sometimes maybe I didn't cope that well as I wanted to, but I was used to so much more stuff than I am now. And I just realized how spoiled I have gotten in terms of working school hours, I guess, in terms of, you know, only, I say 9:30, but actually it's later than that, because I do school drop off. I get home 9 o'clock, then I go for my run. 10 o'clock I get home, I have a shower, get dressed, have breakfast. So I really go and sit, you know, to be productive and to do actual like work that's on my to-do list at 10:30. Okay, and then I will work more or less until 2 o'clock. I know, okay, now I need to start switching off. I need to start maybe just checking if there's any other urgent emails that have come in since I last checked my emails, because I now know I'm on that tying up stage of my day where I maybe need to go, you know, what is those urgent things that I didn't get to today that I want to do tomorrow, so that tomorrow morning I can do that first thing at 10:30 when I pitch up for work here at my home office. So I guess that also means that I've got little time to do everything that I need to do. But I had to realize that I actually need to be very grateful for the life that I do get to live. And yes, I did get soft, but that's the thing. We get used to our reality. You get used to what is your reality. So when my reality was seeing 7 clients a day, 5 days a week, I did it. And that's all I knew to do. And I would be at the practice, you know, at 8 o'clock in the morning or 8:30, would start seeing clients, and would finish 5:30 at night. And then I will go home, be a mom, and then I will still do my practice management, my principal tasks in the evening. And I would do a lot of that over the weekend as well. So that was like the early days of running my group private practice. You know, so that was my reality, and I was used to it. So I really want you to take a look at, you know, what is your reality at the moment? And is it a reality that's helpful to you? Is it a reality that you want? You know, is it the reality that drives you? I think we just need to be honest with ourselves at times. So, you know, if you asked me in the midst of my reality this week, I would have said, oh, I feel like I'm running around like a headless chook. But in actual fact, I know that I'm still doing what I love. Sometimes you need to have weeks like this that pushes you towards actually taking the action. And for me, that would be on Monday. I actually booked it into my diary to start going through the PA applications, draw up a short list, and then start ringing people and booking in my top couple of choices to interview them. It pushes you to that. But I think we also need to go, you know, what is my reality? Am I happy with it? And do I maybe need to do something to improve it? Is this the life that I want to be living? You only have one life. You know, does this thing that I'm doing right now, you know, is it giving me meaning? Is it giving me purpose? And you might be saying, I'm working so hard in my private practice, and that is giving me meaning and purpose. And that is awesome, because I know I've gone through it. When I was working 7 days a week and doing all the principal work, you know, I was so driven to get that done because I knew what I was working towards. But I also, in that process, every time had to come to a point where I had to say, okay, this reality can't last long term. I need to do something. And that is how I slowly but surely also started to drop my clinical client days, and then I would only do 4 days of clients and 1 day of practice management, and that's how I went on. Hey Brooklyn, nice to see you here. Hey Mary, Oh goodness, a few people have joined me. See, when I start talking, I just like, my brain just starts to go and I just share, everything just pours out. So let's check in with people that's commented. Kim says, spent all day vlogging and practicing reposting, haven't started my cognitive reports. Oh, you're so good. You're one of my best vlogging students, Kim. I absolutely love how hard you've been working in that course, and you're going to see the results from it. I think the cognitive reports can wait. Mary says, hi, you're such an inspiration. Oh, thank you, Mary. So appreciate that. Hey, Brooklyn, glad to see you on us here as well. I am just going to reload this page because I actually have my laptop here. So, because it's easier to see all the comments on my laptop, because sometimes Facebook don't show them all to me. Fabulous. Let's have some water. Yes, so have a think about your reality and what you need to do about it. You know, as I said at the start of this live stream, for those that only joined me later on, I'm here in Brisbane at the Next Hotel, in a hotel room here. And I'm presenting my masterclass weekend workshop this weekend. And I can tell you, the people that come to the masterclass are from solo private practice owners to group practice owners, which between me and you have group practices larger than mine. I am so blessed, okay, that they still come. But it's all people that at some point have said something needs to change and I want to change my reality, which I'm on, whether I'm on this side of the spectrum or whether I'm on that side of the spectrum, whether I'm just getting started or I've been doing this for 10 years, I've got a team of 20 people and I want to do it even better and I want to expand and I want to up level even more. You know, they are all coming to the weekend. Now, I also realized that doing the masterclass weekend workshop is really full on, okay, and people bring their receptionists and all those people with them. So it's actually a team event where you bring your team to attend. And Mary says, I need to vlog more. Mary, that is a really good statement, and I would encourage you to do that. Vlogging is the people that have been in my Vlogging Made Easy course are already seeing results in terms of your extended reach. You will get double the amount of people organically looking at your post if you live stream versus just posting something on Facebook. But I digress. Monique said, oh yes, I've read that one as well. All right, if there's anybody else that's joined us, please be sure to say hi, say hello. If this is your first time on one of my live streams, let me know as well, because I think that is pretty special, pretty special. Alrighty, so I have been thinking about the masterclasses that I run, and I know that everybody can't you know, afford to come to a masterclass. First of all, because it is a high level investment and you might just not be at that place where you have that ability. You know, for some people it's a time thing in terms of committing to it. For other people it's, you know, just an emotional energy thing. Various reasons, and people often contact me and say, Gerda, I would love to work with you. I would love to get some supervision or some you know, coaching and mentoring to start my practice, to build and expand my practice. And I actually do not do a lot of one-on-one consultations. I do a very few, and they're far between, and a lot of my programs that I run are very intensive, high level, high investment programs. And some of you might know already that after I did my 90-day vlog challenge, which happened in the first half of the year, people really loved the vlogs and the content and stuff. And as a result of that, I really started to think around how can I continue to give value to my private practice success community, but also increase my ripple effect. You know, that's why we are psychologists, isn't it? If I think about my journey, and if you've read my book, you will know this. You know, I started as a private practice owner, then I had a solo practitioner, then I had this huge wait list, and I thought, okay, I can't see all these referrals. I've got kids myself. You know, I don't have the hours. I'm going to take another person on so that I can help more people. And that's how my practice grew. And that's how I grew from one practice to a second practice, because I went, okay, everybody's full, all the rooms are full, we're still getting referrals. How do we help more people? Well, we start another location. That was just my thinking. I don't know, maybe they're just logical, you know, it wasn't a choice. I didn't like weigh up the pros and cons. I just went, we're full, okay, rooms are full, psychs are full, waitlist is full, start another practice. It's like the logical next step. And then from there I went, okay, been there, now that's all done. Logical next step, start yourpsychonline.com. And then I went, logical next step, how can I affect and increase my ripple effect? Is start Private Practice Success Australia, which is why I get to work with amazing private practice owners, helping them to run their practices better so they can help more people. It's like a ripple effect. And I had that realization after the 90-day blog challenge that, you know, I felt so good having given all that value. I spoke to a lot of people that said how much they appreciated it, how much they got from it, that type of thing. And I realized that there's a lot of people out there that I'm not reaching. So I'm talking about clinicians, you know, practice owners that can't get to my workshops, that's maybe rural and remote, that can't get to a high level program because they're just not at that place where they can do that. And that is when I launched my next level mastermind group. So you guys would know that I started that probably now 2 months ago, and the doors were only open for I think 2 or 3 weeks maximum, and I closed it. And that group has just been going gangbusters in terms of their support for one another, and it is so high vibe. I absolutely love it. And there's quite a number of you that's here live with me tonight that is already in that group. There is 20 people currently at last count in the next level mastermind group. And the reason why I closed the doors to it is that community is really important for me. It's very, very important. So I've got 6 Facebook groups, all right? And it's really hard for me at times to give every group the same amount of attention. So I really try and get into all the groups as much as I can. I, of course, have my 12-month Inner Circle program, which is a closed program. But with the Next Level Mastermind group, I wanted to make it as accessible as possible, wanted to reach as many people as possible, and then I go and close the doors. But I did that very specifically to really create a sense of community where people that were in there then could get to know one another, like really get to know one another, even if it's just virtually, you know, rather than get lost in a really, really huge group of people. And I wanted the relationships to be as real as possible as it can be in virtual reality or in cyberspace. And it's been so, so awesome. But what I have decided to do is to open up the doors to the Next Level Mastermind for the next 7 days only. All right, so only for 7 days, and it starts tonight, right now. Alrighty, so it is a membership group, which means there is a monthly investment to be part of it. And I think I calculated it, and it's going to cost you $2.16 a day to be part of this group. Now, this is probably the highest value, lowest investment paid program that you can do with me. So in my mind, it's a no-brainer. You need to be in it. Alrighty, but I'm only opening it up for 7 days, and then I'm closing the doors, because what I want then to happen is anybody that is joined, whether that's 1 people or 3 or 4 or 5 people, to really integrate into our group so they can really be part of it, establish those relationships, you know, provide that support and learning. I actually do weekly trainings for the guys, and I say guys, but I mean guys and girls in the group. So it's definitely the place to be if you want high value input at a very low investment amount. So for 7 days only, and what I will do, I will put the link to the group in the comment section. So let's do a check-in on any questions. Melanie says, hey, Next Level crew. Yes, Melanie is in our Next Level group. and it has been really, really awesome. So the Next Level Mastermind, we focus on two major things, but we do a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of mindset. I always say when I do my workshops that, you know, when I share my 7 secrets, which is all about marketing, Practice Angels team, numbers, profitable private practice mindset, dynamic diary management, and wealth factor, I always say when I get to secret 5, which is the profitable private practice mindset, that this is the most important one, because if you can have the right mindset, it makes doing everything else in your business or in your practice so much easier. So we do a lot of mindset work in the Next Level Mastermind. It's not called the mastermind for nothing, to really elevate you and empower your thinking and therefore your decision making as a practice owner. And then there's strategy. That's all the how to do this, how to do that, marketing, how to build relationships, how to double your referrals to your practice every month, all of that how to stuff. So it's a mindset and strategy group. Let's have a look here. Brooklyn says it is such a great community, and some of us are networking in real life. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. Maybe us Brisbane guys need to do that as well. Melanie, we need to start doing that. And Monique, let me like that. Yes. Okay, awesome. Anna says such a valuable resource. Hey Anna, I didn't even see you hop on. Glad to see you here. How's things in beautiful Perth tonight? I was actually a bit worried with all the storms and stuff in Sydney, because I've got people coming from Sydney to the Brisbane Masterclass, and I'm just hoping they have not been delayed. I actually need to start checking my phone after this and make sure that the guys are getting here. Anna says it's cold. Wow, yeah. Well, Anna, apparently Brisbane yesterday had its hottest day ever on record in the winter season. So that will tell you how it's going over here. Monique says, I love the group. Mary says, hang on, I lost that comment. What happened to it? Anna says, I know. Fabulous. Now, seeing that I am on here and you guys on here, if you've got any questions for me whatsoever on anything private practice related, please jump on and ask me. Okay. Brooklyn says hailing in Melbourne. Oh my golly. Mel says, yes, let's set a date. I agree, Melanie. We definitely have to. And that's the beauty of the Next Level Mastermind, you know, because they are so good, these guys, this group is just amazing at developing that relationships. And that's why I'm really managing it really well and being very selective in for how long I keep it open, so that we can get to that point where we go, hell, let's go out and meet one another. Let's have coffee. Let's have a drink. Let's do some supervision, peer supervision, whatever you would like to do. Brooklyn says, hang on, what happened to it? What happened to that comment? I'm sure I read, Brooklyn, that you said you would like some advice on doubling your referrals. Let's see if I can see it on here on my phone, but we'll just go with that. Hey Liz, thanks for joining. Good to see you on here. Where are we? Yes. I'd like advice on doubling the referrals. And Monique says we need some more speeches to our group, please. So if there's any speech pathologists watching this, please consider joining the Next Level Mastermind. I will put the link into the comment section here on my page right now. There we go. All right, how to double your referrals, Brooklyn? You need to double your marketing efforts. Okay, now I know that you have been working like a darn machine, if I can say that, since June, since I met you. And you need to remember, one thing that you need to remember, Brooklyn, is that marketing you do today do not lead to clients next month. All right, now if you are like me, and I suspect you might be very similar to me in the way I think and function, from what I know from our discussions, is that you want fast results. That's me. It's like, I want to do something now and I want the results right now. I love it, you know, and then I can move on to the next thing and tick something else off my list. But the thing with marketing is this, because marketing in our industry is about building relationships and it takes time to build relationships. Marketing takes time to get a return on investment. So let's say, for example, you are doing GP meet and greets. All right, you might do a GP meet and greet today, you get to meet them. You know, if you're lucky, you might get a referral from that surgery next week, but I would call that an outlier because it takes time for, you know, that client that has that condition that you treat to come through the doors, for the doctor to give them a referral, or maybe to have first another consult trying to convince them to see a psych, and then maybe the client takes another week or two to make that appointment. It takes time. And you need to acknowledge that, because I never want my people to give up, because I think a lot of people go, I've marketed for the last 4 weeks, nothing happened, it's a waste of my time, it's a waste of money, I give up. Do not give up, all right? It takes 1, 2, up to 3 months for your marketing to pay off. So Brooklyn, considering I think June, I saw you end of 20 June to July, August, September. Okay, you're like more or less in the middle of that process. If you just continue to do what you are doing right now, that's gonna happen. All right, the thing with marketing is this: you need to do marketing that's consistent, marketing that's planned, and marketing that is structured. If you do that, okay, you don't have to do like 5 days a week of marketing, or even 2 days a week of marketing. Even if you do 1 day a week where you really focus, or even one morning on what am I doing in my marketing, in my practice right now. But as long as you do it consistently every week, that's when it starts to pay off. All right. So one of the biggest mistakes allied health professionals make in running their private practice when it comes to marketing is to engage in that 911 marketing where they go, oh my God, my diary's empty, what can I do? They start running around trying to fill it and they give up because it doesn't work. The second thing is loving and then leaving your referrers. So what they go is they go and see a GP, do a meet and greet, so they love them up with a meet and greet, never to be heard of again. It doesn't work because next week somebody else is doing the exact same thing. All right, and the third one is not knowing where your clients are coming from. Alrighty, you need to know where your clients are coming from. You need to ask them that question: how did you hear about us? And then you need to run the numbers, and the people, the referral source that's sending you the most clients, that is where you need to invest your money. That is where you need to invest your time and your effort. And that, Brooklyn, is what is going to double your referrals. Let's have a look at some of the other questions. Kim says, I need a marketing plan. Yes, a plan is always good. And Brooklyn says, you're right, I don't think of it like that before. Yeah, Kim, what I would say about a marketing plan, I keep it very, very simple. All right, very, very simple. I do not do a long drawn out thing. I have like a table that says, these are the tasks for marketing. These are the months for this month and this month and that month. What do I want to do? Make it very clear and simple. I've got 3 rules when it comes to marketing. All right. First of all, well, not just marketing, really everything that I do in my practice as a business owner. First of all, it has to be ethical. If it's not ethical, I won't sleep at night. So I need to do marketing, business management, practice development that is ethical. So whenever I share something with you, whether it's content, a strategy, or a mindset strategy, know that I've already done my due diligence. Okay, I've already checked the code. I've already checked APRA. So everything I give you is ethical. And then secondly, it has to be effective. Because if it's not effective, I'm just going to waste my time and money. And thirdly, it has to be easy. Because I know myself, I won't do it if it's too difficult because I'm just too darn busy with other stuff. So I want to make it as easy as possible. So my 3 E's, that's my 3 rules when it comes to marketing specifically, but I really use that across everything I do in my practice. Let's have a look. Monique says, my blogging and videos help with getting new bookings, but it takes time to build. And that is so true, Monique. And your videos are getting a lot of traction at the moment, and you're getting a lot of shares because it's really awesome, it's really practical, but it does take time to build up that audience. And again, when it comes to vlogging and live streaming and giving content on your Facebook page, it's that C word again, the good one, consistent. You have to do it consistently. Anna says, I really want to get on and vlog or do a video, but don't want to break any rules. Well, Anna, you might need to consider joining the next round of my Vlogging Made Easy course, which I think was really awesome. I can always let you know when the next round is. Chupa says, how do you determine if it's effective from the beginning when creating your plan? So you're talking, I'm assuming, in terms of marketing strategies. Well, Chippa, I think Mary, you look at what other people are doing, all right? Do not reinvent the wheel. Speak to other people in our Facebook groups, you know, do some of, read my book, do some of the programs, find out what other people are using and what is effective. What I have found, my top 10 client generating marketing, Maria, yes, I knew it was something like that. I said Mary, it's Maria. Yes, Maria. My top 10 client marketing strategies that I'm actually taking the masterclass through tomorrow morning, they use it across Australia, whether you're in Tasmania, Adelaide, Perth, Townsville, Brisbane, Sydney, doesn't matter where, those 10 strategies works everywhere. So what you want to do, don't reinvent the wheel, okay? Look at what other people are doing, ask them, is it working? If it is, use that. I'm not saying don't innovate. I'm not saying don't come up with new ideas. Do that most definitely. And what I would also say is that a lot of the new idea stuff is all about relationships. It's about knowing someone, connecting with someone else, having a contact, maybe at a school, maybe at a corporate organization where you could run workshops. It's all about that networking stuff. And that's why you need to be on social media, because all those people are on social media. Okay, yes, not 100% of people, but I'm sure, I need to check the figures again, but I think like how many billion or million, 8 million people I think is on Facebook. Alrighty, and if you are putting content out there and you build that credibility, it's so much easier for you to reach out to other people and for them to go, hang on, I like what you're doing, and my team is actually struggling with their self-care, or maybe there's a lot of conflict with my team at work, maybe you can come in. Or maybe a daycare center director is watching it and you talk about parenting, maybe you talk a lot about and you vlog about kids throwing tantrums, how to deal with that, how do you respond, you know, what's the best evidence-based treatment for that? Is it timeout? Is it ignoring it? Is it 1, 2, 3 magic? Is it reward charge? If you are talking about that stuff and you're establishing yourself as that credible person that does that, that daycare center director will be more likely to reach out to you and go, hello, I hope it's okay to message you here on Facebook. I really loved your stuff. I would like to have a phone chat to see whether you can come out and work with my team. All right, that's how it works. And it's so satisfying when that starts to happen. Hey, Amanda, thanks for joining me. Monique says, majority of my business was built on Facebook. Word of mouth is the best advertisement. Love it. Because it is so true, Monique. It is so true. Amanda says, hey Gerda, love your vlogs. I'm glad to hear that, Amanda. Fabulous. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Alrighty, how long have I been live for? I have not been keeping time, but it has been really good to speak to you. Oh, Mary says, I'd love to join a Brisbane group. Awesome, Mary. I hope you are in our Private Practice Success general Facebook group. Hey, Naomi, I didn't even see you join. Hello, I've been missing some of the comments here. If I've missed anybody that said hello, I'm saying hello right now. Natalie was on here. Natalie, hi Natalie, thanks for joining. Amazing. It was so good for you guys to join me on. Okay, let's have a last check for questions. Chippa says, Maria says, tough day today with marking, 7 GP clinic calls and 4 schools and unable to book in any meetings. Oh, marketing must be. One reception said, oh, not another one. Really? Disheartened. We've been consistent with our marketing plan. Okay, let me just, the comment has, there's only like 4 lines for comments on your phone, so I'll just read the rest on my laptop. Let's find this. What I will say, because I can see where you're going with that comment, very disheartening. However, do not give up, all right? Do not give up. Use that no's to motivate you to get a yes. If you think about it, if you just got 7 no's, well, you're bound to get a yes when you get to 8, 9, or possibly 10. Okay, you will get a yes eventually. What I would also say, Maria, let's say if you can't get in with the GPs, see if you can get in with the practice nurse. We know that very often some GP surgeries will let the practice nurse do a lot of the assessments. For example, they might work with chronic pain clients. They will work with older clients that comes in weekly for chronic pain or diabetes management or weight loss management, that type of stuff. They will also do developmental checks, delay checks with kids, I think more or less when they're 4 years old. They will also be the ones checking on mums and bubs when they come in for their checks after baby was born. So they see a lot of the needs, and I think, you know, the practice nurse is such an important kink within that chain that happens in the referrals. So if you can even get to see them, that's a win. If you can't get to see them, I have often over the years then gone and spoke to the practice manager. All right, and if I still get a no for that, I might just pop by one day being very friendly and go to reception, ask if they have a practice manager. If they don't, I'll just speak to the lady on reception and, you know, ask her whether I could leave some of our brochures right over there. I see you've got brochures on in that little holder. Would it be okay if I add these in there? And just ask the question. They rarely say no when you do it like that. The other thing, you know, you got this comment, Maria, of somebody saying, oh, not another one. Let me tell you a bit of a story. Let me just take some water. This was a couple of years ago now. I decided to do a post out to every GP surgery on my database. And it took me about, I think, 2.5 days. So I literally had this stack of envelopes, A4 envelopes with marketing materials that I wanted to hand deliver. I wanted to go to the desk and go, hey, hello, I'm Gerda. I'm one of the clinical psychs at the Psych Professionals, and I would love if you can hand this to Dr. So-and-so. And I can't tell you what an eye-opening experience that was. It was probably the best investment of 2.5 days that I did, you know, in many years in my private practice, because it really opened my eyes to seeing what those surgeries are like. You know, I'm used to going to my GP surgery. I actually have 2 GP surgeries. I'm one of those people, yes, because if the one can't see me, I want to get in with the other one. So, because I'm one of those neurotic moms, if my kids get sick, I want them seen today. And if you can't help me, I'm going over there. Anyhow, and there's such a continuum of GP surgeries. You know, there was this corporate types where I would go in, you know, it's like there's 7 people at the front desk booking you in and that type of thing. And then there's those relaxed, laid back ones. And, you know, some of them I would walk to the desk. I mean, they don't know who I was from a bar of soap, haven't said anything as yet. And I would wait because they look busy. You know, I don't want to be rude and interrupt someone, so I would always wait when I go somewhere to a counter. I will wait for that person to look up and acknowledge that, yes, you can come and I can help you. And they would just ignore me. It was like, they would just ignore me, and they would seem so unhappy and down, and their whole demeanor would be like, oh, and then I would start looking around and I would see that this practice is still in the 1960s. the magazines, the flaws. And I mean, I'm not talking badly here about GP surgeries. I love GPs, the work they do, I've got so much respect for it. But I think sometimes they work in really difficult conditions. And you know what? Even if aesthetics and stuff and things ain't one of your strong values, if you have to go to work every day and you're back in 1960 and everything's old and therefore everything's hard, and you're just not going to be happy. So I also want to, I guess the moral of the story, Maria, is I don't want you to take it personally. A lot of the times they're just having a tough day. They're having a hard day. It's Friday, it's the end of the week, all that type of stuff, alrighty? So don't give up. Don't let that stop you. You know, persistence, determination, perseverance, that's the stuff that you need when you're doing these things. Okay, cool. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna call it night because I haven't had dinner yet. I haven't even checked out to see whether they've got, I'm sure they must have room service. There's like, yes, next takeaway, they've got room service. So I will order myself some room service. I will just sit here by myself, watch a bit of TV, maybe check in on Facebook with my people and my groups. But it was so great to speak to all of you and, you know, have a bit of a discussion. Whatever you are doing this weekend, have a fabulous 2 days. And remember to check out the link that I put in the comment section. It is 7 days. The doors is only open for 7 days. Last time I had quite a number of people contact me afterwards saying I was overseas or this happened or that happened, can I please get in? I'm not doing that again this time, and I actually said no to a few people that was really late in coming to the party. So please, if you want to be in the Next Level Mastermind, if you're happy to invest $2.16 a day into your private practice, into yourself, into your future, check out the link, have a read what's included, and come and join us and come play with us in the Next Level Mastermind. Until I see you again here on Facebook, or if I see you in person, take care. And remember, as always, all you need to do is say yes to your very own ultimate level 5 private practice, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.